Good morning, my loves. It is June 10th. I am a day shy of 36 weeks pregnant, so we're getting really close. And I'm going to be giving you a little pregnancy update today and also going through what is in my hospital bag, or at least the things that I deem as important and things that I think might be helpful to other expecting mamas out there. But first, let's nourish. Well, Nicholas made us some scrambled eggs with a lot of veggies because that is how we like our scrambled eggs. I went ahead and made us a smoothie. For this smoothie, you're gonna need a banana and a half, 2 pieces of turmeric, both about 1 inch long, a half of a zucchini. I would recommend freezing this. Mine wasn't frozen, so I just used what was in the fridge. You can go ahead and cut that up into little cubes and then add it to your high-speed blender along with your banana and your turmeric. Next, go ahead and add your leafy green of choice. For me, that was spinach today, and I just added about 1 to 2 handfuls. Is this what you wanted? Do you want to be in the video? Then go ahead and add 3 tablespoons of hemp seeds, which are super high in protein and omega fatty acids. And because I was craving chocolate this morning, I added a tablespoon of cacao powder just to give it a nice chocolatey touch. Next, we're gonna add a tablespoon of almond butter for even more creaminess. This is completely optional, but I did add about 1/8 to 1/4 teaspoon of cayenne pepper, not only to give it a nice kick, but also to increase the functionality of this smoothie, as cayenne pepper is known to help with digestion, circulation, and it is also known to be packed with antioxidants. Another ingredient that's optional but also increases the functionality of your smoothie is maca powder. I used about 1 teaspoon, and maca powder is known to help with hormones and balancing them. And of course, a teaspoon of cinnamon for flavor, but also just because of the benefits of cinnamon, which, as we all know, it helps regulate blood sugar. And last but not least, I added about 1/2 teaspoon of lion's mane powder, which is a mushroom, an adaptogenic mushroom that is known to improve mental clarity and focus. Then you want to add about 1 cup of nut milk, any kind of honestly milk that you want. I used a cashew milk. And lastly, I added a couple drops of stevia, which you can do to taste. I like my smoothies to be on the sweeter side. Finally, go ahead and blend it all up, serve it, and enjoy. Somebody just playtime? She got playtime. I've got my smoothie. We're both happy, right, Cal? Let's get into it. I feel like for the most part, general part, a lot of the things that you would bring in your hospital bag for delivery day are pretty similar across the board. I think the things that I really want to emphasize on here are the little things that are gonna make me feel like I'm at home when I'm in a hospital room. I want to make it as homey and as cozy as possible, and I feel like that's what I want to encourage you expecting mamas out there to do as well. I'm a first-time mom, so I don't really I'm not experienced. This is all coming from a lot of research that I've done because I get a little bit obsessive, you know, especially with something this big. You know, I feel like it's like the biggest day of my life, delivering this little child that's been growing inside of me for a little bit over 8 months now. This is all coming from the research that I've done, and then just me kind of sitting down with myself and being like, what do I need to feel at home when I'm not at home? But before we get into that, I just wanted to give you a brief little update on where I'm at in my pregnancy, what's going on, give you a little belly update in my room right now. But you can see this little munchkin is not so little anymore. She is pretty big. All is going really great. The only thing that I'm really experiencing at this point in my pregnancy is just some kind of menstrual cramping. That's what I've been feeling, and then just my pelvis, I feel feels like it's splitting. And it really just feels like my hips are really opening and just preparing for the day of birth, the day of labor. So I'm not too worried about it. I definitely, these past like week and a half, 2 weeks, I've been feeling a little bit just, I guess tired would be the better word. I'm still, you know, showing up for work and doing what I can to help Nick with our business. However, it's been really difficult because I'm in a place right now where like all I want to do is just like nest and like prepare for the baby, and like it's so hard to stay focused on like day-to-day activities when like all I want to do is just like buy the little things that I feel like I still need and prepare her nursery because it's far from ready, and just kind of get everything ready so like when the day comes, all I can do is be with her, be with Nick, and just relax, like just breathe. Obviously we're gonna be staying in the hospital for a little while, so like a couple days at least from what I've heard. So obviously we're not gonna like come straight home, but I just want to be able to have everything completely ready so I don't have to think about anything when I am here, and all I want to do is just rest and be with her. It's been a struggle. Like I've definitely feel myself wanting to get more sleep and just wanting to rest a lot more, which is completely normal and it's completely fine. And when I really need to just lay down and take a nap or just to check out for a little bit, I just try to vocalize it. I'm not always the best at like expressing how I feel and expressing my emotions, but I'm definitely working at it, and this is just like leaves me no choice because like you really do get to a point where you just need to like take that time for yourself and just like relax. So I've just been really gentle with myself. I've just, you know, been staying active in ways that aren't too strenuous, and if I do feel like doing a little workout here and there, then I will go ahead and do that. But I'm just really trying to take it easy on myself and not push myself too much, because this is not the time to do that, I don't think anyways. So the one thing that has changed for, I guess the two things, one, I've decided that I want to get my placenta encapsulated. If you haven't done your research, I would really highly recommend looking into it if this resonates with you. I heard about it on a podcast that I was listening to and instantly looked into it because I was like, whoa, I've heard of people eating their placenta before, but like doing it in capsules just sounds a lot more pleasurable, more pleasing. I went ahead and looked into that, and just a little brief background on that. Basically, all of the nutrients that you kind of lose through, not that you lose, but all of your nutrients and like blood and waste and all of that is exchanged through the placenta, and that's how it gets to the baby. So a lot of those nutrients are still there when the placenta comes out of you after delivering the baby. So when you choose to ingest your placenta in whichever way you choose to do it, you actually are replenishing your body with all of those nutrients, and it's been known to help balance your hormones, help prevent postpartum depression, and just pretty much kind of like help your body get back to a normal a little bit faster than it normally would, because you're getting back so many of the nutrients that you've been giving away for months and months and months. So that's why I've decided to do that, and I'm super excited. And yesterday I found out that I'm actually group Strep A positive, which at first was really disappointing, not because like I care that I have the bacteria, but more so because I definitely did not want to take antibiotics during my labor. You have to be hooked up to an IV, and they give you penicillin every 4 hours of active labor to prevent your child from getting the group Strep A bacteria, because it can be really harmful for babies. And I've done my research, I've tried to see if there's ways around it, and from what I've seen, there really isn't much you can do aside from getting antibiotics. So what I'm really just shifting my energy to and my focus to is finding ways that I can replenish my body and just stay strong during that time. I'm just gonna make sure that I have probiotics and a lot of yogurt and sauerkrauts and all kinds of fermented foods in my diet after this, so I can get my gut microbiome to like a healthy state again. There's definitely some things that I haven't put in here yet, and I guess I could start with those first before I forget them. One of the most important things that I am bringing to the hospital is this Himalayan salt lamp. If you've never had one before, you're missing out. Trust me, the way that it just makes a room feel, it makes it feel so grounding and so nurturing and so cozy. So I definitely want that for our hospital room. And not only that, based on like its molecules to cleanse the air and just neutralize the air from all negative energy. The other thing is this humidifier. I don't know if you guys are into essential oils. I definitely do find that they make me feel a lot more grounded. They make me feel a lot more calm. Although there's so many kinds that you can bring, I'm gonna be sticking to some really simple ones. I have this Peace one that was gifted to me by a friend at our gender reveal, and it's by doTERRA. I've done a lot of research on clary sage because it is essential oil that's very common for delivery. It's recommended not to be used before. It can be really strong, and a lot of women do claim that it helps them with contractions, and it just helps them like get their body going and ready for delivery, because it's known to just help your body produce oxytocin, which is what your body releases when it begins to have contractions so the baby can, you know, come out. So I was actually planning on saving this clary sage especially for that. Like, as soon as I know that we're doing it, we're going into it, and I'm ready, I was just planning on using this just to kind of like help things move along really smoothly. And I will go ahead and link what I can on my Amazon storefront. That way it's available for you guys if you're looking to look into it. And then I also have a lavender oil. I personally just love lavender at all times of the day. If it's during the day, it makes me feel extremely grounded and calm. If it's at night, again, it makes me feel really calm and just ready to ease off into a dream state. So these two I really like plan on using quite a bit. Diffuse in here, so I'll probably be using the lavender more than anything, and the clary sage on my body, like if I'm getting massages or just like getting some body work done as I'm going through it. And then the other things that I don't have, which I don't really think I need to show, are my toiletries. I'm pretty much just bringing like, need to get new glasses, so I'm gonna be ordering those soon, and just stuff for like my contacts, some shampoo, which I would highly recommend if you're picky about the kind of shampoos you're gonna want to use, because I would definitely not imagine that the hospital has like brands that are chemical free. I would imagine that they use just like basic generic stuff. So I will definitely be bringing my own stuff for that, like my own face wash, my own face cream, ponytails, bobby pins, like headbands. I have a couple headbands packed up because I definitely don't want my hair to be in my face when things are going down. Other than that, really important things that I consider important, like I said, I have gone ahead and ordered some pads. I ordered this Rael organic brand, which honestly was pretty inexpensive, and they're just good quality. I did my research. I go crazy looking at reviews when I'm buying things, and this was definitely a brand that a lot of people recommend, so I feel really good about using these. And these are just, you know, to have at the hospital when you're bleeding a lot and your body is just recovering. And then on that same topic, I also have some water wipes, and these are 99.9% water and a drop of fruit extract, so felt also very, very good about these wipes, not only for myself but also for the baby if necessary. But I know that after I have her, I don't know what things are gonna be like down there, but from what I've heard from a lot of women, it's painful and you definitely want to be as gentle with yourself, so this is something that I got for that purpose. And then the other thing that I got was this Perry bottle by Frida, which seems to be like the brand to buy. So this is just, again, to wash yourself down there when things are feeling a little bit rough and you need to be gentle with yourself. So I have all of these little things packed up, even though I think the hospital will most likely provide us with some of these things. I did ask, and they do give you like pads and panties and all of that, but I'd just rather, you know, be able to choose my own things, just because I can be a little bit picky about what I'm putting on and what I'm putting on my body. So I just want to make sure that I have things that I know I can trust. But I would highly recommend, like, if you aren't like that, I would highly recommend talking to your hospital and seeing what they provide, because they do definitely provide you with a lot of things to just support that transition period after you've had the baby. Perineal balm, again, this is for postpartum recovery. I also have this herbal perineal spray, and this is all just stuff, again, to soothe any discomfort that you might have. Aside from that, I have a pair of flip-flops for the shower, just like old little flip-flops that I found in my closet, and then some cozy slippers to just hang around, even though we won't be leaving the room too much because of COVID, or at all actually. I still just want to be able to, if I need to walk around the room, to just be able to have something cozy and comfortable on my feet. Then I have about 2 sets of pajamas, because I think I'll be staying at the hospital for at least 2 days. And also bought a delivery gown, which is like the most comfortable thing in the world. I have never used one, obviously, from the hospital, but I can only imagine that they're not the most comfortable thing. However, I'm really lucky that at the hospital, like, they'll let you deliver in whatever you want, whatever you feel most comfortable in. So even if you want to just take your own clothes, you can do that as well. So that might be something that you can talk to your hospital about to see what they will allow. This is so perfect because it has little entries like along the back, in the front, so if they need to do any type of examination, it's really easy for the nurses as well. So also kept that in mind, and it's also just really cozy. I have that, 2 changes of clothes, so I have 2 pants here, and then I have 2 shirts that I haven't packed yet, but they are nursing shirts, so they just come off the front, and they are from motherhood.com, which, again, super inexpensive brand, very good quality clothes, and they're also hand-me-downs. Super lucky. I think actually one of them comes off at the top, but then the others just open from the side, so they're both super functional for when the baby is needing to feed. Other really important things is just nursing bras, of course. You just want to, you know, make sure that they're easily accessible, because I'm sure there's going to be a lot of breastfeeding. I have 3 of those packed. I also have a couple pair of cozy socks. I have a few pairs of big granny panties, but they're super comfortable, and, you know, when I'm gonna be wearing pads, when I'm gonna be in a state where I just need to heal and need to relax, something cozy is definitely important. So I went with these because I definitely don't have anything that's like this already in my wardrobe. And these seem to have some pretty good reviews, and after trying them on and feeling them out, they're pretty great. That's pretty much all I am bringing for myself. And then for the baby, I got this super cute All About Me birth book. It's pretty much baby book, not birth book. It goes from like newborn to age 5, and it's literally to document like every single special moment of her life, like first haircut, first meal, all kinds of holidays, Christmas, New Year's, when she's 2 years old, when she's 3 years old. And I don't know if I'll be able to keep up with it, but I definitely want to do my best, because I feel like when I go back home, I love looking through baby pictures, and I love looking back on like all of those moments and memories, and I think just having something like this for her would be super special. I also ordered a non-toxic ink pad, so for the day that she's born, her little tiny toes and tiny hands will go right here, and it's so beautiful. The colors, everything about it. I'm super excited because I've always wanted to scrapbook, and I feel like this is my opportunity to scrapbook. I don't really want to like take all of this out and unfold it because it's so neat and nice, but I can tell you what's in here. So we have 2 swaddles, 1 or 2 receiving blankets, 2 swaddles, 1 receiving blanket. There are 3 burp cloths. So I brought clothes for both newborn and 0 to 3 months just because I don't know how big she's gonna be. So based on her size, she might not even fit into newborn clothes. 3 bodysuits for newborn, 3 for 0 to 3, and then there's also 2 sets of PJs, or yeah, 2 sets of PJs for each. And then I also did like 1 to 2 special outfits for whatever outfit we decide to bring her home in. And I think that's about it. Some things that I am missing for her in here though are I'm choosing to use cloth diapers. I'm using the brand Alva Baby. I looked into a lot of different ones. There are some that looked really great, but to me the price was just like insane. These I think were $48 for 6 diapers, so I got 24 of them, and I'm gonna be bringing probably, it's tough because I really don't know what to expect. However, I do know that at the hospital they will have diapers as well, so if worst comes to worst and I run out or whatever happens, they will have extra for me, so that's really comforting and good to know. And then the other thing as well is some cream for diapering. I'll probably be getting something through Earth Mama because again, I really like their brand, and I think that their ingredients and what they stand for is very much in alignment with my lifestyle and with what I believe in terms of what I put on my body and my baby's body. I'm also going to be packing some socks for her. It's going to be super hot because we're in Florida. It's going to be July. It's going to be like scorching hot. So obviously I'm not going to be bringing like a bunch of crazy stuff to keep her warm. I think with the blankets and the swaddles, that's going to be more than enough. But I do have some little hats in here and like some little sockies, some little hats, and I think that should be more than enough to keep her nice and warm. And then the other little things are things like our camera. Obviously we don't know if we're going to be filming the birth quite yet, but I definitely want to bring it, even if it's just for pictures, for after. And then we're probably going to be bringing like 1 laptop just in case, because since I am group strep B positive, I have to go in like as soon as I feel my water break, or as soon as I'm starting to feel those contractions from what I've read, because they want to pretty much try to get at least 2 doses of antibiotics in before the baby is born, so to protect her fully. So I'm gonna probably have to go in and stay a little bit longer than usual, so I want to bring things to just, you know, keep myself busy and not go crazy in a hospital room because I can't even leave. I'll probably be just bringing headphones for my audiobooks and maybe a book if I feel called to do that. And obviously the car seat, that's super important. That's something that I need to install by this weekend at the latest, and a car seat cover. I think that's pretty much all. However, I know there's so many moms out there who have done this so many times, so I would love to hear your suggestions and recommendations, and if there's anything specific that really just made your experience and your delivery a lot easier and joyful, I would definitely love to hear that below. I think other things that I'm also going to be working on is like a Spotify playlist. Just want to make sure that I'm able to stay in a state of mind where I'm clear and I'm not in a state of fear at all, and I'm just trusting and surrendering and having faith in the entire process. So that's gonna be all. Thank you for tuning into this video. I hope that this was helpful to you. If you are an expecting mama, congratulations to you. I hope this was really helpful. I definitely know that I've loved watching these type of videos during my pregnancy because they give me a lot of ideas and perspective on what I can expect and what kind of things will really make the process a lot more graceful and easy and peaceful. So I hope that this can do the same for someone out there. I will keep you guys updated as everything progresses, and I will see you in the next video. Again, thank you so much for tuning in. I hope you guys have a beautiful day, and I'll catch you in the next one.